guys, Tyler here. Welcome back to Card Shark, the game where you learn real-life card tricks and use them to scam people out of their money. The tricks are getting harder and harder, and the plot is developing interestingly. We've just found out that I might be heir to the throne of all things, which is absolutely absurd. So I'll continue to the Bavs to try to find out what we can learn. And why are we heading back there exactly? I caught wind that the great Cagliostro is holding a mediumistic seance there. Spiritualists attract stooges like flies to honey. We'd be foolish to pass up the opportunity. We have a meeting with a Baron who is attending the event. Hopefully Colonel Gabriel is otherwise engaged. Now we should take advantage of this setting for a trick. Seances are, how to say this, bogus. Exactly, a series of tricks to put the audience in the mood. A dark room. I know. We will use the darkness to our advantage. We will mark the back of the cards with this brush I pinched from, Matthew Bell's workshop. A light mark that no one will see except us, because we will know where to look. I need you to build up a knowledge of the high cards in my opponent's hand whilst you force low cards upon them. This will lead to such a conclusive victory that a mark will sweat. A specter is influencing the game. First up, our new technique, the painter. When the game begins, I'll slip a deck in your pocket and find a way to excuse you from the table. It's a seance, so I suppose there will be incense and other fumes. It could make you queasy. Once you're alone, you'll be getting creative. Using the paintbrush, mark a handful of high cards from the pack. You can ignore the suits, but make sure you find a way to differentiate between the values. That's up to you. You'll be the one decrypting it later. I can propose a system if you like. No need, just mark them separately. Shouldn't be that hard. There's a creative spirit. Mark 6 high-value cards for yourself. So, pan through the deck. How do I actually mark them, though? Oh, I see. Oh, and look at this. I can draw on the little grid here. Well, I might as well mark this as a king. I mean, that's very subtle. Left corner is a king. Then I can do an ace. Have the bottom corner be an ace. That could change up however I feel like. I feel like low amounts of dots will keep things very subtle. And this is also a pattern I recognize, did before, where it's just counterclockwise, where queen would be at the top and jack would be on the right side. Kind of like when you're playing the card in a specific way to alert your friend of what their best suit is. And it's the same system, so he'll remember it easily. Are you ready to move on? Yep. Having marked some high cards, you return to the table and revisit our old friend Sticky Hand. Only this time you'll be finding a card for opponent, so pick a nice low one, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, just anything that isn't a face card. Okay, I'll give him a 7. And a little timing, which I've nailed. This low card will now go on top of your deck. Our cards are prepared. It's time to deal them out. Starting with that low top card that you just pammed. Go ahead and deal it to your target. He's the one sat to your left. What the? On earth? Find a nice rhythm as you deal, otherwise you'll look suspicious. Let's resume. Okay, I was just curious. Since it's practice, I might as well figure this out now. I was trying to figure out like if there was a perfect. But oh, what's this? It's one of the high cards you marked, and you're about to deal it to your target. Thanks to your painting system, you should know its exact value. Keep an eye out for any other high cards dealt to your opponent. You'll be signaling the highest one to me afterwards. Have a go now. Funny, I can't tell from here. So clearly, knowing that's the view, I would definitely change up the system. It's not that I don't remember, it's just I literally couldn't see. I'm gonna guess it's most likely either a king or a jack, so let's do a cool king. Nice. Nailed it. And you now know your opponent's secret weapon. Time to have a go rehearsing it without my intervention. All right, so I'm gonna paint something that's more obvious for me. That's a lot of low cards. We'll do king. Here's what I'll do. I'll do a 2x2 instead of a 1x1. And see if that looks a little better to me. And if that doesn't work, I'll need to come up with something that's even easier for me to see. My eyes aren't that good, and it's pretty far away. It's not like I can, hold the cards up to my face before dealing them. That's way too suspicious. So I hope this works. Now they're all marked. Give a low card. Nail the timing. Well done. So first off, I think I'm better off being over here. Because I think, actually, instead of looking at the literal cards, I should probably just look at the side. So yeah, just look for any suspicious diamonds. I don't see any. Oh, I see one. So he's getting dealt a queen. You're not getting dealt anything. You're also getting dealt a king. I think I dealt myself an ace. I think I dealt myself an ace, yeah. All right, I can get behind that. So technically, I probably could also get away with a single dot. Now that I know to look at the cards to the side. I feel content enough to rest. Time for a nap. Must say, another trip to the Babs is a welcome respite. And I can tell that you're starting to like the finer things in life, too. If only that scraggly lad from POW could see you now. All right, this place. We almost got sussed out. But a card flick saved the day. Well, son, how does it look? Just come. Remove that grimace from your face. It doesn't improve its charms. I would hate to encounter our good friend the Colonel again. We almost got caught last time. But what happened here? Where is everyone? What? The hell? That was a disaster, friends. An utter calamity. What did you expect? You asked me to hypnotize the Baron, and that is what I did. I only needed him to enter a quiet trance and tell us about his departed wife. I didn't need him to impersonate Beelzebub and attempt to eat the hearts of my audience. It's not my fault if my art stirs the most powerful feelings known to man. Oh, for heaven's sake, spare me the rhetoric. Sir, pardon my intrusion. Are you the great Keglistro? I am indeed. Are you here for the seance? I'm afraid it's over now. My guests are all gone. That is too bad. I arranged the game of cards with one of your guests, the Baron. I'm afraid the Baron is indisposed at the moment. Indigested, most probably. Don't you want to play this game with us instead? I'm not sure. A game of cards is a providential means to read the destinies of men. Let's sit. We shall play now. It's a shame that I had to wait for them all to be seated before sitting myself. I'm royalty, damn it. But I guess it's probably for the best that they don't know it. Let the betting begin. What is it, son? The fumes? Is that it? Gentlemen, will you excuse my son for this round? He's got a weak head. The young and their weak heads. That's no problem at all. Do you mind refilling my glass before you go? Yes, of course. I'll give you a good pour, too. There we go. I'll be out of my way and go practice my head game. So now let's paint some cards. I bet I could get away with a cool dot back. Keep it going. Jack's got a cool right dot. This is actually slower than I thought. Getting suspicious. Actually, damn suspicious. Holy cow. We need to move. Holy cow. I mean, this is me taking not that bad of a pace. Oh boy. Welcome back, Eugene. Since you're standing, do you mind serving me more wine? Are you gonna do the thing? Great. And let's play. So I gotta find a low card and nail the timing. Ooh, I almost missed that one. I was feeling a little slow today. So 5 looks good. Whoop. All right, so this here is a jack. Anything else? Just keep an eye on the diamonds. I think I just dealt him an ace. Or me an ace. I'm not sure. I actually stopped paying attention for a second. Please be right. Okay, nailed it. Good. I saw like a glimpse of it because I started to go a little too fast. But he's flabbergasted. You are what? Flabbergasted. It's a word I just invented. Is this actually historically accurate? That's pretty cool if so. Oh, good. I don't have to paint again. Oh, okay. We're chilling. We are chilling. Just pay attention. Don't go too fast. I need to still look at the cards. Dealing him a jack. Dealing him an ace. Well, ace is as good as it's going to get. Obviously, I don't even need to look at the rest. Loving it. And one more round. What a hand. You are a lucky bastard. I must say, I was not expecting this outcome. The fates are not on your side today. And let's bring it home. We'll just give him another terrible card. Nailed it. And here we go. It's interesting I only have to keep track of one of the players. He's got a king. It's going to be hard to beat a king. Well, an ace will do it. 3 aces? It's a miracle we're winning all these hands when he has an ace every single time. I mean, you can only cheat so much. Sometimes you cheat and still lose because you didn't rig the entirety of the deck. But anyway, it is an ace. They never expect the triple aces. Well, that was a disaster. I am but a toy in the hands of capricious forces. I must leave now and meditate. Goodbye, gentlemen. Great game, my friend. You did well. Let's plan our next move. Oh, I could be going to the gambling house. Or the Schloss Favorite? I don't know what that is, but I do know what a gambling house is. In Switzerland. Time to make some big stacks. We're heading to Bern. A new gambling house just opened there. I happen to know the owner, John Law de Lauriston. We will be up against gambling royalty. These are dangerous waters, so we will keep things safe and simple. We shall repeat the tobacco box trick we used on Raveno's ship to Corsica? Tobacco box trick. That's a tobacco box? That's a shiny tobacco box. So, okay, Shiner's Glimpse, pinch and drop. Nothing I haven't done before. Yeah, it's simple. Just look at the high cards and then signal it with fingers and how you drop it. It should be easy. I think I can see the spire of Bern's Cathedral. We're getting close. 1 hour later. All right, time to make some big bucks. Comte de Saint-Germain, you here in my casino. I couldn't miss the opportunity of visiting your new endeavor. We have a few players today that would love to play against you. Like Mr. Lustig here behind me. My pleasure, please have a seat. I am your humble servant. I look forward to this game. Beware, young man. I don't know what game your master is playing, but I will watch you. So we're going to be extra sussified. That's a fat stack. So this is going to be 4 hands. Ho, ho, ho. Let's bet. So I don't need to think about you. I need to look at your cards. That's an 8. And I just deal to myself. Only one I care about is yours. A 3-handed game. That's a garbage card. That's a King of Spades. King of Spades. Can we do better? Hopefully not. And this one is another garbage card. So King of Spades. Spades is 1 finger. And it's the king, so I will do a cool thing. All right, pretty good. I can do 4 of those. No. Something wrong, Mr. Lustig? Chance is a fickle muse. Shall we use a new deck, maybe? Of course. He has no idea. Keep the fast dealing going. That's a garbage card. King of Spades again? He probably will be suspicious, but it's a different deck. Ace of Hearts. All right, we're not doing better than that. Hearts is 2 bumps. Ace of Hearts. Damn, this is going just beautifully. Dude is what? That was an ace. That was totally, maybe it wasn't an ace? Wait, did it not register ace? Hold on. I'm 100% sure it was an ace. I got the suit correct. Maybe we just let him win. A loss. I'm quite taken aback. The poor boy is shocked too. Go take a walk, lad, but pour me a glass before you leave, won't you? Oh, we did lose on purpose. Ah. This good old trick. Let's make sure it's a good pour. That's good enough. That's the last of the wine. Go get us a new bottle whilst you're away. These aren't our cards. Go examine the deck. I'm sure it's been tampered with. Well, hold on. Whoa. Hold on. We doing a good old reversal here, or am I just meant to tamper with it myself? Well, now what? You know, back when I was serving as a general in the military, we used to always say that a signal system was only as strong as the memory of the soldiers. They're counter-cheating. After all, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the barrel. I'm not sure I understand why you're telling us this, or why you must shout whilst doing so. My apologies, I often rely on metaphor to paint a clear picture. Where is the wine? I'm very confused now. I can't paint these. Oh, I should paint these cards with bad signals. Aha. The improvised painter. You know, so the reason I thought he was shouting was because I thought he was like trying to alert the people that work there of the possibility that this guy could be cheating. But no, he was talking to me. I understand now. Well, let's keep marking some bad cards. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing the same signal because I'm sure it doesn't matter. What if I do one of these? Really mix it up. Oh, okay, okay. They gave me an X, so clearly I should just keep doing it exactly the same way. Fine. Fine. God, this is very slow. Well, I'm done. Ah, you're back with the wine. Pour me a glass, lad. Well, frankly, I don't even know what the plan is now. We have his rigged deck. I mean, I guess we'll just kind of keep using the same strategy as always, though, but he won't be able to counter cheat. I don't have that much sus left. That was unfortunately slow. So I've just got to nail it here. Queen of clubs. Queen of clubs. I'm sure this one hand will be all it needs, because he'll probably figure out that we counter-tampered with his deck, and that'll probably be enough to upset him. So Queen of clubs. If he decides to keep playing after this, I will be thoroughly shocked. I guess there could be a chance that no high cards come up, but I severely doubt that. Queen of clubs it is. Clubs is this many fingers. The queen comes from the top, and we should be looking good. We won the big one. Thank you, Mr. Lustig. It was a very informative game. I can still play, No, I don't think you can, Mr. Lustig. You should leave now. Oh. I guess he might have been doing both with his shouting. John, I'm disappointed. You've put us against the cheat. The cards were marked. A match made in heaven. Now, out with you. This is a respectable house. Well, that was fun. Cheater versus cheater. A great time. Well, how about I head up to the Schloss favorite in Ludwigsburg, Germany with a minimum bet of 40. Good gods, we are certainly going to be up against cheaters here. We're leaving France. It's time for us to lay low. McGregor will have a hard time tracking us in Germany, especially at the Schloss favorite. The what? It's the perfect place for you to learn how to blend in with high society. That's right. Frederick von Württemberg, our host, is incredibly jealous of his cousin Louis XV. Some say he's keeping a court more refined than Versailles. Of course, you cannot enter society as, well, yourself. One day, you will, lad. I will introduce you as Madame de Saint-Verlaine, a widow taking a vow of silence after the tragic loss of her husband? I guess I do have the long hair. What is it? I hope you're not one of those small fools who feel threatened by the idea of wearing a gown. It's the age of enlightenment, my friend. However, your disguise isn't just for fun. You see, dressing as a woman means we can use some novel techniques in our strategy. You are going to be using 2 different methods to tell me as much as possible about my opponent's hand. Both are signals of a sort. Step 1 will require a more active meddling. Step 2 is a little more passive. When combined, I'll be given a significant edge on my opponent. First off, I'll slip a deck into your pocket and find a way to excuse you from the table. Once you're alone, you're going to be getting creative with a paintbrush again. Although this time you'll be working strictly on my terms. Why? It's crucial that I'm able to identify my opponent's strong cards during the game. I've created a simple system. Listen closely. Now, ace is the strongest card, so naturally it gets the top slot. Mark the rest of the high cards in descending value as you move clockwise around the points. Okay, so it's just a 180-degree rotation of my system. And I'll mark these high cards as he wishes. So, got a king. We all know where the king goes. At the 3 o'clock. Ace. 12 o'clock for sure. And jack. Could do a good old 9 o'clock. Looking good. Nicely done, of course. During an actual game, I'll need you to mark more cards than that. But for now, I think you get the idea. Let's move on. Once you're done with your painting, it's time to move on to the second and most important part of our plan. The indiscreet part. We need a way for you to casually steal a glance at the mirror. A mirror? Yes, of course. That's obviously what I was about to suggest. Observe and signal to me our opponent's strongest suit whilst pretending to preen yourself. Get a good look at our opponent's cards in the mirror. Make sure to memorize the number of cards of their strongest suit. 3 diamonds. I call this mirror glimpse. Now follow this up by signaling to me my opponent's strongest suit with your fan. Let me go over how fan signaling works now. The degree to which you open your fan will tell me the opponent's strongest suit. For clubs, open the fan just a little. Hearts, make sure it's half open. Spades should be nearly fully open. And diamonds, open it completely. Number of times you fan yourself will signal how many cards of the strongest suit are in our opponent's hand. Now have a go spying on my opponent's cards before signaling to me their strongest suit. So, this way? Where the hell? Oh my god, this is impossible to find. Aha! 3 diamonds. I'm gonna reset so I can get that down. Ah. And keep it going. So you gotta kind of open it all the way up. And then fan. How do I fan? Just like this? Oh, you gotta keep it held down. It is a constant motion. Open it, and then 2, 3. Excellent work. The brush and the fan. I think I'm ready to move on. Good. There's no need to tire yourself needlessly. Wake up, lad. Come look out the window. We're here. Frederick. Indiscernible language. Yes, my friend. Such a long time since Versailles. You know, the only thing I miss from that time is our card games. Such passion in your style, we should play in memory of Versailles. But first, let me introduce you to my protege. Dear Graciela, please come. Where? Ah, that me. Please allow me to present to you the Duke Frederick von Württemberg. Your servant, Madame. Blush. She made a vow to stay silent for 10 years. Her husband was in the army. A gruesome story I dare not tell you. Please, don't upset our guest. Let's enjoy the evening instead. Madame, are you joining us at the table? Ah, she will just observe this game. The poor lamb never gets the rules right. We're missing a player then, let me see. Julie, are you joining us? Ah, with supreme pleasure. Well, that won't go over poorly. Ah, we meet again. Julie, I didn't expect to meet you here. I thought we would meet in Paris. You're not difficult to track. St. George's told me all about your little excursion. I am so sorry about Sophie. Let's play. The grief might give me an edge in the game. My dear, do you mind getting another bottle for me? Am I taking a deck? I guess I am. Oh, right, I have to mark it with his system. That's very important. Ah, before her grief steals the table, would you be so kind as to fetch us more wine? And now I gotta go fast, so let's drop it with one of these. Do it cool. Jack. Keep it easy with a king. Suspicion is slow, but I'm still going to be fast. And of course, last one being a queen at the bottom, and things are looking good. Hardly any sus. You're such a pearl, Graciela. Please, my glass is empty. Of course. And there we go. So now the mirror stuff. This stuff's gonna be hard because there's never a set area for where the mirror, where the hand is. It's sometimes this way. And sometimes it's this way. This time it's neither. Uh-oh. Where's the hand? Oh, there it is. That's 4 spades. Holy cow. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. The mirror stuff is the hardest for me. I can do the signaling. It's just, you gotta find the hand. Huh. Please, my friend. Feminine ears are listening. Alright, so I gotta get through 2 more hands of this. That's kind of scary at my pace. Where are we? Ah, here we are. There are 3 clubs. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Much better this time. I can do 1 more of those. Especially if the hand is always there. You're a skilled player. I should know. And for all the marbles. Let's not mess this one up. There are 3 hearts. 1, 2, 3. Looking good. Not suspicious. Damn near almost 4 figures rich. What a reckless creature you are. I give up. I don't know if you play like a gentleman or a scoundrel. I would like to know. If my methods are skewed, rest assured, madame, that my motives are pure. You know, it's a relief to finally understand Sophie's death. I love how my dress is also orange. But it's a puzzlement to hear about an unexpected grandson. Come here, you. I want to see your face. Okay. A widow. Only a man could be fooled by such a disguise. Come to Paris. I can teach you a few tricks of my own. Thankfully, I do not know if you are my grandson, but you have Sophie's eyes. And we pulled off some sick tricks this episode. I'm excited to see where this continues. Looks like we got a lot more to explore in France as well. So I'll be picking it up next time. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. More Card Shark in the future. Have a wonderful day and peace.